Do you want to see how we rigged our 5th highline in Iceland? Check out how to think outside the box on this episode of How Not to Highline. Hi, I'm Ryan Jinks and welcome to my gear closet. And yes, I got this puffin hat in Iceland where we established 5 new lines in a week. Check out these final clips of our trip.
What's the most dangerous part of any highline? Ryan driving stick shift.
And filming videos while he does it. That's where we highlined yesterday, in that cloud.
Woo! Okay, so our 5th highline had the best weather, which is great because it overlooked the entire city of Reykjavik. However, the difficulty with this highline was that the ground was loose rock, which means we really couldn't dig. There was nothing bomber to bolt. There's nothing to wrap. There's no trees. So it was a challenge. But before we give away our secret, check out slackademics.com. If you like this shirt and want to help out support this channel, buy a Fuxinian shirt on slackademics.com. The link is in the description below. Okay, so this highline was at Esja, and it overlooked the city across the bay. Now one side was pretty good rock, so that was pretty much a standard anchor. But on the side that we hung out on the tension side, we had a bunch of moss, loose rock, and pebbles. So we found some suitcase-sized boulders that were mostly buried in the ground and sounded solid when we used a hammer to test them. Now there's a lot of things you need to know about bolting before you go do it yourself, and I'm excited to announce that we're doing an entire video series about bolting in just a few weeks. One trick I'd like to show you is that we put red tape on the drill bit so that we knew our bolt hole would be deep enough, but that it wasn't too deep that we were wasting battery. Now, I'm not showing you every step in the process and make sure the hole is clean, but here I got some footage of us hammering it in. Make sure that you're hitting the bolt itself and not the nut. You want to get the nut as high as you can on the bolt so that it'll go into the hole deeper, but you don't want to hit the nut itself or it's hitting the threads and could damage them. Why are we bolted all the way back here? The anchor is over there.
Because you told me to.
Oh, that's a good reason.
No, that's because we're standing on top of a mountain with not such a good quality
Now there's
rock.
no quality.
Yeah, no quality, some would say. We were thinking about bolting this one, but it's shit.
Or this one.
Yeah.
But we didn't have small enough bolts.
So we found a couple of decent-sized boulders.
Bomber rocks.
That we call Bomba. Bolted that one and 2 over there. So we did a 3-point anchor to the master point over there. Okay, so we're spread out. 3 different bolts. We have a bolt back there, and then we have a huge boulder here with 2 hangers. Then we A-framed the master point. But because it's a bit far from the edge, we lifted it up again with the holdbacks on the edge. So it's super good enough. Super good enough.
Super good enough. Woo!
Woo! Out of the puffin.
The webbing goes over this edge here. So we just protect it with the haul bags. Kind of have to babysit a little. Haul bags want to fall off, but we are minimal on gear. And pretty much just a similar thing to the anchor over there. A couple bolts, backed it up to some climbing bolts, but there's no pressure on those ones. But yeah, fly to the puffins. Woo! Now because it was a pretty day, we got a lot of footage. And because we got a lot of footage, we caught a lot of whippers on video. Now our 3rd leash video goes into detail about falling and whipping off highlines, but here's a couple clips of how to do it right. Now if you're in absolute control and not standing up straight fully, it's pretty easy to catch and you might as well do it. But if you are gonna fall off head first. Because your body's most likely gonna flip over, you might as well do it right out the gate. It's easier on your body to just somersault out of the whip. Well, this concludes our 5-part series of our 5 lines that we rigged in Iceland. And now I can take off the stupid puffin hat. Having shitty terrain to rig highlines off of makes it a little bit more sketchy than you're probably willing to sign up for. Therefore, you shouldn't highline. Hey, thanks for watching, but please don't go rig your first highline after watching some random guy on YouTube in a puffin hat show you how to do it. But instead, these videos help you understand what you're looking at when you go with somebody who knows what they're doing. But until then, watch these other videos and don't forget to subscribe.